Hi everyone, this is Nikita and welcome to the channel. A lot of people have questions with respect to their payslip. What is CTC? What is gross salary? What is net salary? What are the deductions that actually are shown in your payslip? What is tax deducted at source? Do you really need to file your income tax return? Questions like that. So in this video, I'll be talking about these questions that people generally have in respect to their salary slips or pay slips. I'll try to solve all your queries in this video. So stay tuned and watch till the end. If you still haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe so that you receive notifications as soon as I've uploaded videos. So let's begin. Having a salary slip has a lot of benefits of its own. Benefits like when you're going to buy an insurance or when you're going to avail a loan or applying for a credit card. In all such cases, your salary slip or pay slip can be used as proof of your income. Your salary slips also give you an idea of your income tax calculations. If you're going for some visa applications, in some places, salary slips might be useful for your application to be processed. So there are a lot of benefits to receiving salary slips. But a lot of people have these questions. What do you actually mean by CTC? Or what do you mean by gross salary? And what do you mean by net salary? So I'm going to be covering these three concepts right now in this video. Let's start with the first concept, which is CTC. CTC is nothing but cost to company. It's not a legal terminology, but it has been derived because of practical implications over the years. CTC or cost to company, as the name suggests, actually means the cost the company will incur on you as an employee. It does not mean CTC does not necessarily mean that those will be your earnings. So when you join an organization and they tell you that your CTC is rupees 6 lakhs, that does not mean you're going to receive a salary of 50,000 a month. So in CTC, the company will include all the components of cost in relation to hiring you. So for example, the company has to pay you gratuity provided you've completed 5 years in the organization, and it has to pay you this gratuity only when you leave the organization. So irrespective of whether or not today you'll receive the gratuity, that gratuity becomes a part of the CTC in some cases. In some other cases, bonus will be a part of your CTC, whereas the company may have decided that due to COVID, they were unable to give you a bonus. But it is still a part of your CTC, which is cost to company. The insurance the company pays on your behalf, general insurance that the company pays on behalf of its employees, can also be a part of CTC. So CTC is a very subjective term, and when you get your CTC, don't just believe that that is your net earnings or that is your take-home salary. It means the cost the company is incurring on you over the course of your employment with the company. The second concept is that of gross salary. Gross salary represents different components that are a part of your salary. So it could be basic, it could be all the allowances, all these form a part of your gross salary. So gross salary means salary before any deductions. So let's say you have a breakup of 4,80,000, which means your gross salary is 40,000 a month. Now from this gross salary, the company is required to make certain deductions. Why? In some cases, tax is paid on your behalf to the government. So that is one form of deduction. In some other cases, employee provident fund, your contribution of employee provident fund is deducted from your salary. So gross salary represents the amount that you will receive before any of these deductions. Then what is net salary? Net salary means gross salary minus all the deductions. So whatever is your in-hand income, that is nothing but your net salary. So gross salary minus deductions like tax deducted at source, professional tax which is deducted, ESIC, which is deducted from your salary, employee provident fund, which might be deducted from your salary. So let's say 40,000 was your gross salary, and all these deductions are approximately 5,000 a month. So your net take home salary will be 35,000 a month. Right? So this is the difference between CTC, gross and net salary. Now let me just show you a few examples of pay slips so that you understand better. These pay slips are basically templates that are available on Zoho Payroll. Recently I've implemented Zoho Payroll for a few clients and it has turned out to be amazing. So if you still haven't tried, you can take their trial version. They give a 30-day trial, and as an employer, if you feel like you need a software to run your payroll, Zoho Payroll integrated with Zoho Books offers great options. So let's look at a few pay slips from Zoho Payroll. Now, if you look at this employee's pay slip, what all information will you see? On the left hand side, you will see what is the gross earnings. And these gross earnings will comprise of basic and the other components of the salary. And that will give you your total gross earnings. On the right side, you will see that there are some deductions which have been disclosed separately. Say for instance, in this case, it's income tax, that is tax deducted at source. In some other cases, you might find even more deductions like provident fund, ESIC, professional tax. So gross earnings minus these deductions will give you your net take home salary. And this is the simplest form of a payslip that is available out there. So you can go and check your payslip to understand what each of these items mean. Now, since we've spoken about tax deducted at source, I want to dive a little deeper into the concept. What is TDS? TDS is nothing but the tax that is deducted by your employer, by the company who you're working with, and it is paid on your behalf to the government. Even though it is a liability of the employer to deduct tax, it is your tax, it is paid on your behalf to the government. So just because TDS has been made, it does not mean that your income tax return has been filed. If your company is deducting your TDS, it is still mandatory for you to file your yearly income tax returns. In fact, now that the compliance portal has been implemented by the income tax authorities, the compliance portal gives triggers if you still haven't filed your income tax despite your company having deducted your tax at source. So please take a note of this and start filing your income tax returns if you still haven't. Now, how do you reduce this tax that is being deducted at source? One of the ways is submitting the investment proofs to your employer. Whatever investments you're making, you can submit the proofs. Second way is where your employer plans your salary structure in such a manner that you can also submit reimbursements like telephone reimbursements, broadband reimbursements, medical reimbursements. So these reimbursements will also not be taxed separately. So if they are a part of your fringe benefits, then such amount can also be saved provided you submit the respective bills. Now, talking about investment proofs, that is investment that you're making to save your tax. With effect from 1st April 2020, the new tax structure has also been applied. So as per the new tax structure, the new tax regime, if you're not making any investments, say you're not making any investments in Section 80C, you do not need to necessarily make these investments. You can still pay reduced tax under the new tax regime. I had made a video on that, so I'll drop a link to that video for you to understand what is more beneficial for you. The old tax regime where tax will be deducted considering your investment proofs, or the new tax regime where tax will be deducted without considering any investment proofs. I'll make sure to drop a link to that video and then you can go ahead and decide that for yourself. Now, all this tax that is deducted at source will be available for you to view at the year end in your Form 16. You can also view it when you log into your income tax portal in Form 26AS. However, Form 16 will give you a detailed breakup of your salary, how it has been broken up, and what is the tax that is paid on your behalf to the government. So Form 16 is a representation of your salary for the year and how much tax has been deducted. It represents your details that have been submitted to the income tax department. Hope I could give you some clarity on CTC, gross salary, net salary, tax deducted at source, and a few other aspects related to income tax. I am planning to make a video on tax investment options. If you want me to make that video, do let me know in the comment section down below. And if you have any other questions with respect to your payslip, please go ahead and ask them. And before you stop watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and switch on the notification so that you receive a notification whenever I've uploaded a video. Thank you so much. This is Nikita here.